All right, well, I've gotten a little impatient. I've been struggling to find hauls lately. I guess people are just willing to pay more than I am. So I don't know, maybe I got a little impatient on this one. 2.2 pounds, $340. Well, the $340 is definitely accurate. The 2.2 pounds is what was advertised. We're going to find out together. What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. I don't remember what's in here, but hopefully it's $680 worth of stuff, because that's a lot of money. We're going to find out together. We're treasure hunting. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome, welcome. We buy up Lego minifigure hauls, abandoned hauls, and then we keep some stuff for our personal collection. We sell some stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my. We sell some of it to fund this habit. That's a lot of stuff. Well, that's a good sign. I guess if you spend that amount of money, you want to get a lot of stuff. I really don't remember what's in here, so I have no idea if I got a good deal, a terrible deal, but our goal is to double our money. If you want to support this channel financially, what you can do is buy stuff from here that you might be interested in. And you can do so by following the links to either Bricklink or whatnot. We sell on both of those platforms. But for now, can we turn $340 into $680? Let me know in the comments if you think we did a good job. That's a terrible start right there because it's heavy, right? Anything like, oh boy, anything like this that takes up weight, that's not good news. All right, let's continue. This looks like that is, oh my gosh, I'm going to totally blank on the name. Disney series to, how can I not remember his name? Hades, right? Hades will fetch you like, $5, something like that. What the heck is this thing? Can you guys see this okay? Am I at a decent angle? Pretty good. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. We'll have to do some research on that. But we've got, here's a Venom. Whoa, is that a newer Thanos? I'm not sure I've seen that one. There's parts of a Joker and a Harry Potter. Hey, here's our first hit, even though it's not built correctly. We've got some Lord of the Rings stuff. A cracked Lord of the Rings stuff. Okay, so suddenly our first hit is not so much a hit. I can never remember which Lord of the Rings heads are really good and which of them double as like Star Wars or even maybe Jurassic Park or something. I'm not sure it matters on this one because there's some paint chipping on that one. So this went from potentially good to not so much. Too bad. There's a Spider-Man. Let's see. There's something very, very fake. Oh, gosh. Listen, if you're going to fake something, do a better job. Seriously, that's terrible. Let's see. Thanos. We've got, I think that is Kitty Pop or something. It's either a CMF or a Lego movie series. I can't remember which. Holy smolies, I have found a lot of Sonics lately. I don't know what the deal is with Sonic, but I have found tons of them. Okay. Here is Robin, who decided to wrap his shirt around his waist like a teenager. That's really funny. Okay, we've got some City Fig stuff. That looks like that may be Nia. That torso would be sweet for a castle mock, though. Look at that thing. We'll be saving that one for a castle mock. We have a Kabuki twin. We have some Iron Man stuff here. I never know which Iron Men are good and which ones are not. There's just so many. All right, we're not exactly walloping it so far, but, 2 pounds, $350. So, I mean, that's like, what, $1.75 a fig. So, I figure anything under $2 a fig is not that hard to recover from. The closer you get to 175 away from 150, the tougher it gets, but it's really still not, that bad so far because we haven't paid a ton, but hopefully there's some gold in here. I think this is a superhero. Is that a superhero? I don't know. I'm not sure. There is, I was going to say that's a fun one as well, but no tail and the torso's got a ding in it. So that is unfortunate. That torso is pretty much unusable. The head's fun, though, but that's probably not the rare part. Let's see. We got more Iron Man there. Where's our first gem? Where's going to be our first gem? Batman's not our first gem. There is that Mrs. Incredible? Based on the torso print. I'm assuming that's Mrs. Incredible. But I think her hair is hard to find. But she is a fairly expensive fig, actually. And I think I have her on the wall, so that's good news, too. There's a Villager. There's like a Scuba Batman. I think those might be... Are those Han Solo legs? I'm not sure. A couple of different Spider-Men there. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Is this a Knight of Ren? I think that may be a Knight of Ren. I don't know if his helmet's in here, but the Knight of Ren is a pretty expensive fig, so that's good to find. Hey, look at that. Is that Iron Spider or just the black and red spider? I'm not sure. Either way, I think that might be a good one. I can't remember for sure. Outrider army grows. It's getting pretty big at this point. There's a... Well, yeah, the legs and the head are both beat. Maybe we can salvage the torso on that Thor. More Outrider. There is... I always call this Thor's helmet, but the one you really want to find is the pearl dark gray one. Some fun parts right here. I don't think he's necessarily all that valuable, but some fun parts. Let's see. Hey, there's a Scarecrow. There's a couple of different Scarecrows. I can never remember which one is the most valuable one, but I think any Scarecrow is pretty good. So that's fun to find right there. That thing is, if that's real, it's a decent helmet, but I can't remember if that's what the real one looks like. Batman, Riddler, we've got another Iron Man and some Killer Moth there. Hey, look at that. There's Morbius. Let's go. Does Morbius just have plain black legs? I hope so. Hopefully we'll find his hair in here. Morbius. That's a nice fig right there. All right. All right. We're picking up a little steam now. Hey, here's a Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's not actually that bad. Specifically, I believe her head actually sells pretty well and for a pretty decent chunk of money on Bricklink. I can't... It looks like it may have a ding in it, but I'll have to look at it under the microscope. That Venom looks super weird. At least the legs do. That's because it's fake. Yep. I can just tell... Outrider Army's growing large on this haul. There's one of these crazy old figs that are super fun with those transparent heads. Those are super cool. Let's see. What do we have to average? I guess I didn't do the math very well. Hey, look at that. There's a Doc Ock. His hair is pretty easy to find. There's a Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Look at this. The Bat Dog. That's a good fig right there. That'll do pretty well, but also people really want that. So that'll be a very quick sell for sure. There's, I don't know, some superhero thug or something, some random Star Wars and Spider-Man parts. Ooh, Batgirl, let's go. All right, now we are picking up some steam. Where's your hairpiece is what we really need to find, but that's a nice find too. Batgirl, all right, let's go. That one's really fun. Look at that. There is a Carnage with all of the appendages. That'll sell quickly too because of the appendages. More Iron Man stuff. I think that's Eternals, and I think that's Chitauri right there. There's a gray skeleton. Starting to save some of my skeletons for Halloween time. There's Ms. Marvel, or whatever her name is, stretchy arms. And, of course, as always, she's only got one of the hands. Let's see. There is some kind of Nindroid. We've got another Thor. We've got another Carnage. Whoa, there's another one, but... I assume this is the girl version of it. Oh, there is, I can't remember his name. He's supposed to have a mohawk. Look at this. Whoa. He's even got his hairpiece. Let's go. From Guardians of the Galaxy. It appears to be real. This is Yondu. Whoa. Yondu is hard to find as it is. He is almost impossible to find with this little transparent red hairpiece. Look at that beauty. Oh my goodness, that's a score. Let's go. Happy to find that. We got a Chima guy hiding. There's some Miles Morales. Hey, look at that. That is a very fake Magneto. Yep, very, very fake. All right, very fake. I don't know what that is. More Iron Man. There's a Spider-Man, and here is that White Tiger or something like that? I feel like that's missing a mohawk or something. That's a decent, I think, Star Wars helmet, so that's good. Stupid Magneto. Get out of here, Magneto. All right, let's see what else we got. I think we're doing okay. Not completely crushing it, but a couple of things like a Yondu and a Knight of Ren go a long way, you know? Hey, look at this. This is Mighty Micro's Magneto. I don't know if I have this. This may go into the keeper pile. That's really fun. Let's see. There's that part of that Spider-Man and a Thanos. We have got old school Stormtrooper and some from, I think, Iron Man 3, right? These are the exploding guys with the glow-in-the-dark head. What are their names? I can't remember. Is this Night Monkey? I think this is Night Monkey. I think that's actually a decent fig right there. Nice. That's pretty good. There is Black Panther's cousin. Is that right? Or is this actually Black Panther? I can't remember. It's the purple one. I don't know how well the color comes through, but that's the purple one. Or maybe it was just colored with a Sharpie purple. No, it couldn't have been colored that well, could it? We may have to look at that one. I'm not sure. I can't tell. Some city fig. We've got, oh, that's a total mix and match. There's a sheriff, and here is one of these funny alien guys. Hey, look at this. Here's a fun one. There's a Hulk, purple pants. You know, that'll fetch, I think it's probably 15, 20 bucks, maybe more. The Hulks, I cannot keep straight which ones are the best ones, but, you know, generally speaking, big fig Hulks, 15 to 25 bucks, depending on which one you got. So that's a nice find right there for sure. There's a Batman. Here's another Outrider. Good grief. We need to maybe work on that thing, that Outrider army, because we've got a monster amount. Look at this right here. There is Clark Kent. You almost never see this fig. This is really hard to find. Assuming it's real. It's real. Let's go. Wow. Clark Kent. I am going to have to double check that one's on the wall. If it is, great. One of you guys will end up with it. And if not, great again. And I'm definitely keeping it because that's the first time I've seen that one in a very long time. There's a Vulture, some Ninjago in there. Here's a Green Goblin. Look at that. That's fun. Maybe good pieces for Halloween, perhaps. There's more dead weight, unfortunately. Let's see. What else do we got in here? We got, this is Mighty Micro's, well, I'm assuming. I guess I don't know that for sure, but it feels very much like a Mighty Micro's Killmonger type deal. Maybe it's Black Panther. I'm not sure. I actually have not seen that fig before. Hey, look at that. Speaking of Black Panthers, look at that. Is it a Puma? Is it a Panther? I don't know, but that's sweet and that's not cheap. So that's a super find right there. Joker, we've got, I think this is a Nexo Knight maybe. And we've got Iron Man mixed with whatever that is. I'm not sure. It's that gold Iron Man, though. You don't see that gold Iron Man as often as I feel like I used to. There's Shang-Chi, I think. Another Scarecrow. Nice. Wait, which way did... Oh, okay, there we go. Another Scarecrow. Sweet. There's a Penguin. Here's Spider-Pig. I haven't seen Spider-Pig in a while. So that's fun. Let's see what else we got. Hey, this is Iron Venom or whatever his name is. I'm not sure I have that one on the wall. I might. We'll have to check on that one too. Uh-oh, we got a lot to check on again. Look at this. This, I think, is the decapitated thing from the Wolverine. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? There's the rubber cape Doctor Strange. This is the Ocean King, I believe, the series fig. Not a cheap fig and not easy to find. He needs a trident, but other than that, that's not an easy one to find. There's the Harry Potter. This is unbelievably fake. Holy cow, that's not even a good effort. There's some Minecraft. All right, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay on this one. I'm pleased so far. Iron Man. You know, when $5 bills start piling up, they actually add up pretty fast when you only pay $2 a fig, right? So like we will get at least 5 for this, potentially more. That cape is like $2 alone. So, you know, if we get $5 for this thing and you just do that over and over and over again, and you paid $2, then all of a sudden the $20 to $25 figs really add up fast. So that's kind of what you're shooting for. I think is that Loki? I think that's Loki. We got some Ninjago. We got some Spider-Man. We got a Hulk fist. Obviously that's not going to fetch us $5. So you can go the opposite direction as well. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, those are some loose legs. Oh my goodness. I think his eye has been gouged out. This poor guy has taken a beating. We're just getting rid of him. Forget that. Let's see. We've got, I think that's Chitauri, but the newer version. We got some more Spider-Man. There's a lot of Spider-Man in here. There is an orange snake right there from Ninjago. There's a Riddler. That's super fun. I think that's Zane invading Star Wars, some Jurassic World. And look at that. There is a Wolverine. That's fun right there. He looks like he's in pretty good shape, too. Nice. Look at that. Let's make sure he's real. He is real. Let's go. Let's go. That's fun right there. Love that. Always glad to find Wolverine. He's a popular one for sure. Hey, look at that. Is that Asajj Ventress right there? Or no, that's the that's the bounty hunter. What is her name? Aura Singh. Wow, where's her hair? I hope Aura Singh's hair is in here. That's Aura Singh's head anyway. That's not the expensive part. Aura Singh's such a cool character. Printed legs for Star Wars clones. That's good stuff. There's some Captain America. But and as far as Aura Singh goes, you really want to find her hairpiece. It's basically the whole value of the fig. Iron Man, Harry Potter, Buzz Lightyear. Not a lot to speak of there. What the heck? That looks like flying rhino. I don't know if that's how that's supposed to be, but flying rhino. Ninjago, some Minecraft. Hey, look at that. Is that Taskmaster? That doesn't sound right. Is that right? I'm not sure. White cape that's in really good condition. So hard to find white capes in good condition. So hard. And that one's in beautiful condition. There's a Luke Skywalker. Nice. All right. Man, we still got a ways to go. Holy cow. It takes a lot of work to post yes, let's go. $340, you know? Much less the 680 double number. There's another Outrider. There is, I can't remember this guy's name. He's supposed to have like a kind of an Iron Man type mask in gray, but I can't remember his name. And I don't know if he's supposed to have red wings. Oh no, more dead weight. But look, this is what, there's another Outrider. Do you guys know what I'm excited about on this? This is Grievous, Star Wars. I mean, I'm sure most of you Star Wars fans know that. These stupid white legs are so expensive. I think they sell for like $10, just the white legs, because people want to build Grievous, and the arms have clips on them, break all the time, but they're super easy to get in white. But the legs, that clip breaks all the time, and people just desperately need the white legs. So that's a nice find. There's an Iron Man mask right there. Some more Iron Man, some Minecraft. Here is Kenobi growing out his hair so he can be a surfer. That might be a decent Iron Man. I can't remember. Let's see. What else we got? Here's one of these old school Exoforce robots. Those are super fun. This guy, a lot of people think this guy's fake. He is not. He does need some brown armor. And I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. I've had so many discussions with people about this guy's authenticity, and he is 100% authentic. I think he's a Nexo Knight. I can't remember his name. Well, I'll let you know if I see his armor, though. It's like spiky and kind of brown. I don't know what this is. Ninjago, but I don't know exactly. Hey, look at that. There's a Drax. Let's go. Let's go. Drax, not a cheap fig. Holy cow. There's a Batman. There's another one of those weird, I don't know what those things are. Another Outrider. Jeez, the army is going to be monstrous. There's another one of these things that I think is a superhero. More Spider-Man. Spider-Man covering up his face because he's, you can't know what his identity is. More Spider-Man. Here's some Harry Potter. Some Thanos is growing out his hair. More Outriders. Sweet mercy. And then these, oh no, that's an Outrider. Another Outrider. Ay. The Outrider arm is growing by like 10 just from this haul. There is another Thor. Here is a bigger... who's putting on capes like this? This green cape is so expensive, and it's effectively destroyed now because of the way this person put this cape on. Those armholes are so stretched out. Oh, that's so sad. Green capes are so hard to find. Arg! There is a Joker. Here is, I think that's Jonna from Star Wars episode, 9, right? I think so. There's another Outrider. Oh my gosh. More Spider-Man. There's that, is that Night Monkey again, or is that a different one? I can't keep them all straight. Anyway, gold Spider-Man. Here's Thanos, and Thanos needs an arm. Let's see if Thanos is real. Thanos needs a hand. Did we miss a hand in there somewhere? He is real, so that's good news. Maybe he has the gauntlet. I didn't see the gauntlet either. But anyway, there's a Thanos. Again, like $15, maybe more. He's got the gauntlet with all of the jewels in it, with all the Infinity Stones. That can be pretty good. There's another one of these weird things. Tony Stark. Is that Mark 1 maybe, along with some other Iron Man stuff in there. There's a Batman, a Man-Bat, and a scientist of some kind. Thanos. More Spider-Man. Spider-Man coming out of every orifice here. That thing looks wicked wrong. There's no way that's right. Robin. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Outriders. Okay, let's do a field trip just for fun so you guys can see. There's another Carnage. We found a couple more of these. I just passed them over, but I did see them in there. Adaptoid? Is that what it was? That just hit me. I think that's like Adaptoid or something. Whoa, there's some Deadpool legs. Maybe a little loose. They feel pretty good though. What the heck is this? There is Deadpool legs on a Wolverine torso. That's a pretty good valuable mix up there. All right. So there you go. There's the haul. That was kind of a long video, but let's just for fun, let's pull all the Outriders I can find kind of quickly. I don't want you to have to watch me search for Outriders for that long, but we'll show you. So my vision, I think it would be really fun to do a Infinity War mock-up on Wakanda, where all the Outriders are, attacking. I don't know how exactly you do the blue bubble, but if you could find a way to do the blue bubble, it'd be really fun to have, all of the Avengers in there fighting, all just like an insanely huge army of Outriders. So I've been slowly collecting Outriders. They don't sell real well anyway. So it's kind of like, one of these things where I'm like, I might as well just save them because they don't sell for much of anything. And it would be really fun to just have a zillion of them. Any more in here? I think that maybe on the quick search, that appears to be it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Something in the neighborhood of 11 Outriders. All right, let's go over to the Outrider army so you guys can see just how big the Outrider army has become. Here, I'm just going to sit down. Ready? There is the Outrider. There is the Outrider ones we just got today. Ready? Outrider, Outriders, 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 Outriders. There's a pack of like 20-something Outriders, Outriders. Okay, you ready? Wait, nope, wait. Here's like 20 more Outriders. Okay, ready? Here we go. Outriders! Outriders are gonna overwhelm the Avengers. Let's go. I have no idea how many it is. I don't count them. I just keep piling them up. But it's gonna be really fun when all these Outriders are just overwhelming the Avengers on Wakanda. It's a someday project. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.